Good morning, students. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now, in today's lecture, we will discuss the next topic, that is de Broglie equation or de Broglie wavelength. Okay. Now, earlier we all have studied that light behaves like waves, but after that we also studied that light has particulate nature. It behaves like particles also. Now, if wave behave like particle, then can particle also behave like wave? Yes or no? So in that case, de Broglie suggested that photons, like photons, all material particles such as electron, proton, neutrons, atoms or molecules, a stone or a ball or any microscopic object in a motion have a dual nature. उसकी dual nature होती है, that means it exhibit both wave-like nature as well as particle-like nature. Now, the wave associated with a particle is called a matter wave. De Broglie suggested the two characteristics and they correlate them in the form of equation which is known as de Broglie wavelength or de Broglie equation. Now, according to Planck equation, we know that E is equal to h nu. H is a Planck constant and nu is frequency. Now, in place of frequency, we can write c upon lambda. So, E is equal to sc upon lambda. We assume as it is equation number 1. Now, energy of a photon on the basis of Einstein mass energy relationship will be E is equal to mc square. This is equation number 2. Now, when we combine both the equations, equalize both of them, what will happen? Sc upon lambda is equal to mc square. Okay. We take lambda over this side, that is wavelength, and take mc square at the bottom. So, what will happen? The formula of wavelength will be h upon m into c. M into c का मतलब mass into speed, that is momentum. H upon momentum, that is h is a Planck constant and p is a momentum. Now, thus for an electron, we can write it as lambda is equal to h upon m into v. Fine. This is the velocity of an electron. Or we can write lambda is equal to h upon momentum. Okay. Or we can say momentum is equal to h upon lambda. In that case, we can say momentum of a moving electron is inversely proportional to its wavelength. Okay. Now see, let the kinetic energy of the particles, any subatomic particle or any microscopic particle of mass m will be Ek, that is kinetic energy is Ek. We are assuming by Ek. Okay. Now we know the formula of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. We take 2 to this side. Fine. Now we can write m here, and in place of m we can write m square. Fine. Now what will happen? Both are having a square, so we can write it in one bracket, mv ka whole square. When we remove this square, we put root sign. That is m into v is equal to under root 2 Ek into m. That means kinetic energy into mass. Okay, this is the value of mass into velocity. That means this is momentum. We can put the value of this momentum over here. So what will happen? When we put the value, the formula for wavelength, this is wavelength, de Broglie wavelength, will become h upon, in place of momentum we put the value under root 2 Ek into m. Okay, that was the modification that was done by Davison and Gamer in the de Broglie equation. Okay. Now, on the basis of de Broglie equation, the following conclusions can be drawn. What were the conclusion? The first conclusion will be that lighter the particle, जितना हल्का particle होगा, greater will be the de Broglie wavelength for that particle at a certain velocity. Okay. Second will be the faster the particle moves, smaller it will be its de Broglie wavelength. And third is the de Broglie wavelength is independent of the nature of the particle. Okay.